Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with the November monthly celebrations video hop. And for the month of November, I decided to keep it simple and to scrapbook the theme of something that I'm thankful for. And in this case, my photo, which you'll see here in just a moment, I chose a photo of my kiddos. And so I am going to scrapbook about being thankful for both of my kiddos. And so I kept it, like I said, really simple with the month of November being Thanksgiving. I kept it simple, and so that is what we are scrapping today. Now, here I'm just showing you the items that I pulled. I did kind of keep with a sort of autumn colored kit for this one. And so those are the items that I pulled to use. I will tell you that the 6x8 papers from that Auburn Lane paper pad that I showed, I end up not using any of the ones that I showed originally and pulling 3 different pattern papers from that 6x8 paper pad, which you'll see as we go. I do still use the paper pad, but just not those ones. It's funny how when you get started and actually working on the layout, suddenly the pattern papers that you chose sometimes end up not being the ones you use, which was definitely the case for this one. So first things first, however, I am taking the washi tape that I pulled to use for this layout, and I am doing my little washi trick where I put that washi tape on a piece of white cardstock, and that way I can just cut it out and I'm able to use it sort of like a piece of pattern paper instead of washi. Once I do that, which I will do that cutting off camera, I am going to start here by cutting down this pattern paper. It was one of the text patterns from that Auburn Lane 6x8 paper pad, and I'm going to use that to map my photo. This is one of the 3 different ones that I pulled from that paper pad. And so there is the photo of my kiddos. I also decided to pull out a few of these 3x4 journaling cards, which I don't do Project Life, but using these 3x4 cards like this, I'm using just one off to the side just as it is, and then the other ones I'm going to actually cut up, is a great way to use up some of those 3x4 Project Life cards. So you'll see that in just a second. The other 2 pattern papers that I pulled, I just cut a 3-inch strip from both of those pattern papers, and those will go behind my photo. And here is where I'm taking those 3x4 cards, and I'm going to use them sort of a grounding elements for my embellishing clusters. So this is, like I said, a great way to use those up, and I like to put them behind my embellishments because then, like I said, it grounds them and gives them sort of a base to build my clusters off of. Now, these florals that I'm using were also washi that is from Altenew, and I put that washi on a piece of white cardstock, and then off camera I cut all of these little florals out. So again, I'm using that same washi trick with this larger floral washi from Altenew, and it makes the perfect little embellishing florals that I can kind of just scatter around on this layout. And it all was just from a strip of washi, which is a great way to use washi, not only strips like the ones I used earlier, but also these ones that have sort of these florals that Altenew has come out with that are absolutely beautiful. It's sometimes hard to use the long giant strip or roll of washi, but if you cut them out like this, it's great for having lots of floral embellishments, very easily cut apart to use on your layouts. For my layout today, I am going with a diagonal sort of design with the clusters starting at the bottom left and going to the top right. So as you see here, I'm kind of laying everything out, and pretty much how I have it laid out here is how I will go ahead and off camera glue everything down. I'm just basically taking all of those floral pieces that I cut apart, and I'm just sort of balancing the colors and the little floral pieces and leaves throughout each of the clusters. Now, I do take this little cut apart sheet from that 6x8 paper pad, and the only thing I use from it is just this one that says "My heart is full." And so I'm going to put that right up there at that top, or sort of that middle cluster, I should say. And so once I do that, I am going to go ahead and glue everything off camera so that I have basically my base of my clusters all put together. And then when I come back, I am now going to work on my title. And like I said, I kept everything for this layout pretty simple and went with a pretty simple title, which will be Grateful for You. And I am going to use 3 different fonts for the title. I have these ones from I believe this is actually from the Grateful collection from Paige Evans. And so I'm using those for this little pink word, grateful. And then I have the black, I believe they're L Studio letter stickers for the word for, which I'm going to put right there in that bottom cluster, kind of nestled in amongst those florals. So here I'm going to write the word for, and then I did grab these gold thickers, and I'm just going to write the word you with the gold thickers. So I like to mix my fonts as well. It gives, again, some additional interest, and so I have a couple of different alphas going on for this layout. Kind of pulls all the colors together. I have that gold from that washi that's in both the top and bottom clusters. And so I'm going to finish off my title off to the side with just one more floral to, again, kind of pull my title into that bottom cluster so it doesn't feel like it's floating. As a finishing touch, I am going to fuss around here for just a second with some of the florals until I kind of get them laid out how I want them. But my finishing touch for this one is actually going to be the enamel dots that you see off to the side there. I kind of went through my stash and just pulled a few different colors of enamel dots. And so I'm going to go ahead and just do my cluster of 3s throughout each of my embellishment clusters. And I'm pulling sort of a peachy pink, a bit of a yellow, and then this kind of green, teal green color that is very much in the leaf colors of the florals, so it kind of pulls out that darker green tone as well. My finishing touch is that one little gold heart enamel dot off to the side of that 3x4 card, and then once I get those down, I did grab this Maggie Holmes stickers, little word stickers from, I want to say it's one of her older collections. I cannot remember which one. It might have been Gather, maybe. I can't remember. But these are the Maggie Holmes little word phrases. And so I grab one for each of my clusters. And with that, I think I kind of look for if there is anything else that I want to use. But ultimately, I end up calling it good. I will have still photos at the end of this video, and please be sure to check the links below to see all the other ladies' videos for our monthly celebration hop. And guys, with that, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.